By nature, artists are generous people. Early on, it starts with drawings offered to family members. These elemental pictures of garishly colored skies and everything below show recipients how much young minds want to share ideas. From refrigerators at homes to classroom boards, imaginative children give their visions to all. Later, a select few want more than mere self-expression. They tire of just illustrating the world. They want to affect change. These individuals use their abilities to make existence into something more than what it is. Their gifts become tools for political movements and charitable causes. Throughout history, numerous luminaries in every art form have given their talents to improve existence. Off the top of your head, you can name myriad writers, musicians, actors, and painters who used their disciplines for the betterment of humanity. Their voices helped abolitionists, suffragettes, civil rights activists, pacifists, feminists, environmentalists, and more recently, transgender activists. Following that tradition of using art for activism, I present Creatives for Places to Live. Maxwinette, a poetess, and I are the producers and humble hosts of this well-meaning show. Our guests are writers, poets, and spoken word artists who, despite their different descriptive titles, have a common need to help the homeless. This video is not just a medium for artistic aggrandizement. We are performing in the hope that viewers will donate to charities that assist those living on the streets. I would never have the audacity to tell you how much should be given to charity. However, serving as a concerned advocate, you will find links for reputable organizations that help the homeless in the video description. Every day, I feel fortunate to live in a comfortable home in a safe neighborhood. Nonetheless, my blessings do not make me blind. I am all too aware of people sleeping on concrete, in boxes and trash bins, on trains and subway stations, or in overcrowded shelters. Regardless of your political or religious beliefs, remember how the money you spare can provide care. Life has given us some great gifts today in the form of guests. Let me introduce the first one. Anita Caprice is a mom and grandma. She is a metaphysical educator, energy poet, spoken word artist, Michigan unemployment appeals and rare disease advocate, and human rights consultant. She is the founder of the Tap Into You movement. Sister Caprice, kindly share your poetic insights with us.
Thank you so much. It's so good to be here, Bob. Bless your heart. Thank you for inviting me. Hey, Tim. Hey, Maxwell, Net. All right, the first piece I'd like to share with you is Unbroken Circle in a Dream. And this is actually written about the aspects that occurred in a dream, in my dream. Again, it's 0059. No matter our life, we're all alive. It seemed so real until I opened my eyes and I realized it was a dream. It was a dream, it seems. There was a challenge how to manage and get into this unbroken circle. It started with the vision of the orifice, this sound wave floating through the air. Look closely enough. Do you see it over there? Is that an aura within the representer? The circle remains untapped. In fact, to enter, is it to be unencumbered, trusting, and free? I haven't met the meaning of this dream yet. My position is horizontal. I lay my head instead of being vertical, thinking on my feet. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. How the dream came to me. Is it esoteric or is it arcane? Is it contemporary? The main reason for this dream, what is it that I'm to know? How is it that it's to flow? I do know it's for my soul to grow. It woke me up, you see, this dream, and still I don't know what it means because it's 0059, and no matter our life, we're all alive. And it came to me in my dream. See, I will know in time, and I know it's mine, just like I know it's yours. Because what's yours is mine, and mine is yours, because we're all one love, one energy. It's about the body orifice and the wish to understand how to enter that circle unbroken. Is this a token, a carrot of enticement, a new beginning causing deep excitement? See, I went back to sleep and I woke up again around 4. And I had to ask myself, okay, is this a metaphor, a personification to be explored, an equation to measure? Is it plain and simple or like a jigsaw puzzle? Putting the pieces together so that we can all enter the circle unbroken. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. I
Thank you
felt
so much.
that. I really felt that.
Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, that's what we do another one. Okay. On this one is called Empty. And this one, too, is a song. One of these days, I'll have it all together with my mic, the interface, and I can play with the music. All right, this is Emptied. I feel like I'm being emptied, unsure what this is about. Empty of thought and empty of what I feel. Is this my imagination? Or hey, now wait a minute. Is this really real? See, my mind is not at peace, jittery. My soul feels vexed. And I ask myself, is this live or could it be a recording of a memory? The very foundation is crumbling. Thought it was formed of brick. Now it's the texture of straw. It's being lifted up from me. The illusion of security felt. Hold on to things. That's the real deal. And as with ice, it's beginning to melt and thaw and thaw. Grasping at straws, the sheath takes the wheat without cutting into my hand. And all of this, I don't know how or where I stand in this life. Stand. Stand where? I don't know a damn thing, but I do know I know a grand thing. See, my mind search and ask, what is happening? My eyes answer back and you know you're being empty. I want to cry, but why? My mind wonders, is it over? My heart beats with the rhythm. This is the beginning of the rest of the best of my life inside where my ego resides of what I thought was the who of me is being placed by traces of the truth of me.
Mm.
I feel like I'm being emptied. How do I release and just let it be? I want to cry and I realize because I'm afraid. Afraid of what I want is to crawl into a ball, but there's another side of me that whispers, the ball is not your destiny. It is to stand and reveal the spirit, the creator is alive and feel and know. It seems like I'm floating on air. And in all of this, I reminisce. I see the shadowed fullness of what I thought complete. See my mind search and ask, what is happening? My eyes answer back at me. You know you're being emptied. I cry because I'm filled. My soul is still. My spirit is active within. My mind is at peace, not jittery. My soul no longer feels vexed. No. See, it ain't Memorex. See, this is live. This is live, and I know I'm being healed. So, if you're feeling confused and you don't know what to do, your mind search and ask, what is happening on my inside? Look deep, and I mean deep into your eyes, and the windows of your soul will answer. You know you're being emptied. See, spirit flows through the soul, soul whispers to the heart sings to the mind. My body does the dance to the rhythm, the harmony, and the melody. And when your soul answers, listen, you ain't going to hear it from the outside. You're going to hear it from within. See, going back to mastery begins the moment we realize the need to be empty.
Mm. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful
Those are the two that
piece.
I have. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your talents with us.
Absolutely.
Great work.
Wonderful. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's so wonderful. Brother Tim, are you next? Or Brother Bob, are you going to go?
Tim Staley lives in Las Cruces, New Mexico. He was born in Montgomery, Alabama in 1975. He founded Grandma Moses Press in 1992 and continues to serve as editor. He is the author of Lost on My Own Street. The most honest syllable is shh, and the pieces you have left. He is faculty at Oregon Mountain High School.
Hey, I'm happy to be here with y'all tonight, unified on this good cause.
Stanley, kindly share your poetic insights with us.
All right, yes, happy to be here. The first one is called The Houseless Backpacker, and I was just thinking about how some of the people without houses are always camping and always in the wilderness, and so I decided to try to go a little bit deeper into that. The Houseless Backpacker. She picks her way through the park to find a campsite. She skips dinner and sips runoff from the ditch. She digs no cat hole. She's permanently enrolled in the outdoors. She doesn't need a jet boil, titanium spork, or a thermarest mattress as the stars scatter into place. She fluffs no pillow before setting off to dream. Her dream? Well, you'd have to ask her, but it's probably the one that recurs about the Western sizzling buffet where she's standing in line all alone and the power's out and none of the warming trays are in, and it's just her cold silver still water reflection staring up. She sleeps on the sidewalk. Good morning traffic of Inca dove, house finch, and house sparrow don't rouse her. She sleeps through the commuters who suck their teeth, who feel so panhandled and pretend not to look. There's no freeze-dried coffee, no oatmeal straight from the bag. It's 10 a.m. before she breaks camp and jams it in the shopping cart. It's noon before she's standing out between Little Caesars and Albertsons, where the parking lot spurts into spits. Her shoes are more blown, her muscles more toned and tawny than any thru hiker. More nights outside she's seen than anyone in Outside magazine. All right. As Bob said, I live in Las Cruces, which is about 45 minutes from El Paso. And this next poem is inspired by some of the refugees and asylum seekers I saw on the streets of El Paso. I'm about 45 minutes from the US-Mexico border. It's called Packs of Refugees Walking El Paso Streets. Packs of refugees walking El Paso streets with white plastic bags from the Salvation Army, containing a water bottle, a granola bar, a package of dried fruitage. Where does refugee come from? Refuse or refuge? I don't need to show you bleeding or the bag empty the next day. I can leave you with another water bottle, not from God, government, charity, but from that dream the fish had, stepping onto the sand before it even had legs.
Wow.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you for sharing your
Thank
talent with
you.
us.
Beautiful.
Born to Jamaican parents, Maxwinette, a poetess, started writing poetry at the age of 5. She has published quite a bit. She's a published writer, author, business owner of PLOTS, Proofing and Promoting Services, LLC, owner, founder, and editor-in-chief of Poetry Language of the Soul, Creatives Magazine, as well as a podcast host on Spotify. Sister Maxwinette, kindly share your poetic insights with us.
Thank you, Brother Bob, and everyone here. It's beautiful to see you, Sister Anita, and Brother Tim as well, for this awesome and wonderful, needful cause of homelessness. I take it very personally. I've been homeless a few times in my life, as in childhood, and recently as last year because of Hurricane Ian. So it's brutal. And here's one, it's called I Don't Dare Sleep, from my book, The Poetic Storm. I don't dare sleep. Even as my body aches and I grow weary from exhaustion, I don't dare sleep. As days turn into nights and back into days again, I don't dare sleep while my mind fathoms the place in which my body is in. I don't dare sleep when I refuse to see myself as suffering as alleged loved ones allegedly love. I don't dare sleep, for the gnats and the water bugs may just decide to invade my menial bed on the floor made of cloth. I don't dare sleep, even though after making a stronger bed high off the floor, it's so hard and rigid, it becomes a torture rack, rendering my flesh black and blue. I don't dare sleep, for it is time to remind myself of who I am and meant to be. I don't dare sleep, because many are far worse off than I am and will ever be. It is to them that I am humble myself and pay homage. I don't dare sleep, for the anger within may cause me to kill my torturers when my soul travels during slumber. I don't dare sleep, for even within the light of day, one can clearly see the decrepitness in the eyes and the hearts of others. Like vultures, they circle, waiting for me to die. I don't dare sleep. Thank you again. That was a little personal for me. I have another book here, Poetry Language of the Soul, and there's a piece. Homelessness, again, is it's a cause that I support all my life. You never know. It takes a blinking of an eye for you to have everything and lose everything and be homeless. And sometimes we have to remind each other about that. So I have this piece called We Are All Humans. It's been a long, hard, and exhausted fight from the beginning. Loss of lives, generations, communities, countries. No one's really winning. Set in place by those who are forever extracting our very essences with tactics of distracting. No love, just hate taking over the place, forgetting we are all human, sharing this space. The great divide all over the world. We must rise up, awakening together, forcing the oppression to unfurl. Once, we were so close. I swore the earth stood still. Silenced by energetic passions flowing through my essence. I parted my lips to speak, yet no words were spoken. Overwhelmed by the closeness of your existence, close your eyes and be still. Conjure my being within your mind, drawing me nearer with each thought. We need not find what already exists. One never knows what the future holds. Living in the now will lead us on a journey without end, and we will be close again. We are all human. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your talent with us.
I appreciate it.
Not yet. Do you want to introduce this brother named Bob something or another?
Well, I The name rings a bell.
Okay.
Bob McNeil is the author of Verses of Realness. He edited the anthology Lyrics of Mature Hearts. Flexible Press published his latest book titled Compositions on Compassion and Other Emotions. Some of the proceeds from that work will go to the National Alliance to End Homelessness. Brother Bob, kindly share your poetic insights with us.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. This brief narrative essay is from Compositions on Compassion and Other Emotions. It is titled A Mouse and the Lack of Housing. Sad to say, there was a death on the 8th floor of the 30th Street men's shelter in Manhattan. A mouse wound up dead in the stairwell. Mice, roaches, and bedbugs in this HRA are common. Therefore, a deceased rodent did not surprise anyone. The reaction to the passing trapped my imagination in glue. Two middle-aged security guards, one black and one white, saw the 10-centimeter mouse. Both found the notion of picking up the critter repugnant. Neither got a broom either. What they agreed upon was kicking the creature to another floor. Other staff members, specifically the custodians and administrators, and shelter residents, reveled in booting the thing down the stairs. The dead mass of hair and tail reached the first floor, where it met a sugar alabaster woman with a vinegar, sour demeanor. Fastidious to the point of seeming militaristic, she yelled, "My job is not cleaning up dead mice. I need a porter who can sweep this thing up from here now, damn it, right this second." Eventually, thanks to an unseen custodial worker, the creature found its necropolis in a garbage can. That mouse was a metaphor for the homeless in major cities and elsewhere. Thousands suffer under the same systemic method. Displaced masses get tossed around the system with no care. They only end up dead in bureaucratic trash, waiting for a real economic solution. Both my grandmothers, back when I was younger, talked about a person who would have probably cared about that mouse and those individuals without housing. They said he quit his carpentry career. Unconcerned with legal tender, he did not pay taxes. Contrary to the advice of certain peers, he declared respect for a lord no one could see. Their tale makes me wonder how the system would treat that man if he were poor, sick, and dying in a men's shelter stairwell. Thank you.
Wow. That was beautiful. My goodness. My
Thank you.
goodness.
Thank you. Thank you. For those of you that do not know, I had a near fatal illness. My lung collapsed. It pressed against my heart. If not for an operation, I was going to die. While in the hospital, I decided to dedicate my life and art to helping others. I am grateful that these writers are dedicating their time for the same cause. Bless you, fellow artists, for making this program a reality. Thank you.
Thank
Give
you.
yourselves a round of applause.
Yes.